Good morning, everybody. We're at the Picayune State Forest. If you've ever heard the term, I have some swampland for you to buy in Florida. This is the place. Definitely the place, because this was supposed to be a build out of homes, and never came to light. It was basically abandoned many years ago and then turned into a state forest and just let go back to nature. But you can still see where the roads are and things of that nature, where they were going to build. There's several thousands of lots for miles and miles and miles. So we're in the midst of what we call rainy season in Southwest Florida. So that means high humidity, clouds, and it will rain sometime probably today. But what we're going to do is go through some areas of the park and see what we can see. This is a habitat for the Florida panther, which is an endangered species, and as well as a lot of other different types of animals. You'll see all sorts of birds, water birds. You'll see bears, of course, snakes. There is sometimes bald eagles in the area, but this whole area is very pristine. They've done a lot to turn it back to nature, and try to reflood it. To give you an idea of where we are located, so this butts up against Highway 75. That's at this point going east and west, not north and south anymore. 75 goes on north and south on the west coast of Florida until you get down to Naples, and then Naples, it takes a left-hand turn and trucks over to Fort Lauderdale, and this is a toll road that is known as Alligator Alley. And Alligator Alley is probably about 60 to 80 miles long, goes through the Everglades, goes through some Indian land, and so forth. So that's what that is, and this kind of butts up against it. Normal tourists never make it here, simply as it's very, very hard to get to, and you can't find it, and you've really need an off-road vehicle to travel through the park, because the roads are not maintained anymore. They're just let go. So nothing's been done to these roads probably for the last 10 to 15 years. And then there's no way to get to this from any major highway. Even though it butts up to Alligator Alley or 75, there's no exit to get off and go. So you have to know this is here. So this is a place that where locals only usually will go. So hang on today. We're going to take some road photographs. We're going to see what pictures we can get from birds, and then we're going to give you an aerial view of the state forest and kind of show you where the roads and the grids and the lots were at one time, because they're still a little bit visible, even though they're starting to fade away. The roads and paths and so forth are, but you can still see where the grids were laid out and so forth. So, and we'll see if we see any nature today. So we'll fill you in as we go along, and just for your information, today we are touring in a 600 horsepower Ford F350 four-wheel drive diesel truck. So this particular vehicle should get us through with no issues at all, even though we've had a lot of rain and so forth. we should do fine. Vehicles through here today, but wanted to point out these markers. You know, there's 90th Avenue. So this, if you come up here, this is 90th Avenue. Once was a paved road, not so much anymore. So you know, every quarter of a mile there's another street that shows where the grid that they laid out for the communities and so forth, and then all this was chopped up into lots. These lots were very large for homes, anywhere from 1 to 5 acres per lot, so they were sizable. Okay, this is as far south as we are going to go. If you notice, the trees have greatly changed. You don't see any pine trees, you don't see yucca anymore or anything like that. Reason being is this is pretty much the swamp. These are cypress trees, and where you see cypress growing means it's standing in water. So that's one of the reasons why we're not going any further. So you look down this dirt road, it's starting to be reclaimed by the swamp down there, and I've already hit a couple big deep holes so far. So I don't want to take a chance on getting bogged down and stuck, because this road is very, very soft. You gun the truck on it, it can basically bury up to the axle within seconds. again, thanks for watching our show. If you like our channel, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and after you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and it'll notify you anytime that we upload new content. You guys have a great week.